We now have 167 products, and leading into that, Sheila Reddy is on the call. Sheila has 9 products. So many, in fact, that when I screenshotted them all, I couldn't fit them on the slide. So I've put several of them on there, and I would like Sheila to just briefly talk about a few of those, but particularly with respect to some work which she's done with Paul and is now contracted to do. So over to you, Sheila.
Thank you, Paul. Um, I have to say, I do disagree with the comment that you've just made that you don't have to spend too much time on your profile. I spent a lot of time on my profile, tweaking it and thinking about it. And when it came to the products, I've never done products. And so my very first product that I did was rubbish, absolutely rubbish. And then I started thinking about it because the thing is, over my career, I've done all sorts of things, all sorts of things. And how do you build products out of that? Then I started thinking about it from a client perspective and thinking about all of the key decisions that they've done. That to me helped me build products. And I was just, and I know I've got 9 at the moment, but I think there are more to come because I've seen there's others. So I think you have to spend time. And then what I did was, well, okay, this is just yet, a fraction is yet another avenue of potential work. You can't just sit there watching the pot boil because it won't. Watching the pot, it won't boil. So you do your bit, and you just have to, let serendipity take its course. And that's actually what's happened recently. And I have to say, it's just shows what can happen. And I'm going to put it into context, into timelines. So Friday, 18th of October, Paul sent out an email asking for people to get in touch for a project, a market access project, and sent out the brief. That was when I saw it was late Friday. So I sent him a message, yeah, I'm interested. Got a message back, right, you're in. And then I thought, okay, that's fine. Then on Monday morning, frantic email from Paul. Can you send me your CV aligned to the job description? Which I did. Turned that around, sent it to him. I had computer issues, so Paul was chasing me, yapping at my heels. So I sent that, and then the following day, uh, got an email to say that they want to call me for an interview, and they want it the following day, which was Wednesday. And then I had my call. There was slots, and I had mine in the morning, and there was somebody else was having a call at 4 o'clock, and that was it. And then following day, Thursday, well, I was out and about. I had loads of meetings, so I didn't see. And I actually sent Paul an email asking, "So what? Any news?" And he said, "I've already emailed you, Sheila," and he had, and I hadn't seen it. So they offered me a contract, and I started this week. So I'm on day 2, and it's a nice contract, 3 days, and doing some market access work. And I think it just shows when the machine kicks in, it happens really quickly. And I really think that's what I wanted to highlight. But it is important to think about your profile and think about the products.
Thanks, Sheila. That was brilliant. And I didn't mean to denigrate the vast amount of work you've done trying to think about what you do and how you crystallize that into a product. I think my point about profiles is some people put very little in there, so it
Yeah,
makes it
exactly.
possible. Even if you just put a few lines about what you do, your LinkedIn URL, and maybe a slide or two, just saying what you might have done before. That helps us greatly. Um,
We
in
yeah,
terms
we
of
share the bios, Paul. So when we go to a client, and with Sheila, there were 11 on the search. There were 11 members that had the capability within their bio and their tags to be suitable for the work. We understood as well that you guys are busy. So we got a response from 4 of you saying that you had capacity two said that they might have a little bit of capacity. But then what we do is we share the bio. So Sheila's got an excellent bio. Also, it's useful to see her products because the products demonstrate the depth of her capabilities. And then we share that with the client. And the client is then able to make a quick judgment. And you can see they made a very quick judgment. So within one day, they met Sheila, they met another candidate with a view, the shortlist, and they made a decision within 24 hours and assigned a long-term contract to Sheila with a view that, Sheila is really part of the team. I think, Sheila, aren't you? You've really.
Well, I'm immersed in doing all the onboarding courses, which is deadly boring. That's my but I'm sure. But they're a lovely company. Oh, there's one more thing I'd like to just share about the Phraktion process, which I found, it was a really positive and good experience. So I have been a consultant for the last, 15 years. And before that, been to numerous interviews as an employee. But what was different about this process was Paul actually sat in on the interview, and a little bit of me thought, oh, well, I've got no objection, but this is strange. And I'm thinking, I've never had this. But what, in actual fact, it was really positive and it was really good because Paul was privy to conversations he's had with the client, obviously, but he was also privy to conversations he's had with me. So in that interview, it wasn't like an interview, it's more like a conversation. He was able to interject and prompt and add little comments that added to the overall conversation. So that was really a positive thing. And it was really good. So in the future, I'd expect you to be there.
I don't think they're going to let you go, Sheila. I think you're going to be there for years.
Yeah, but Sheila, we've given him the job.
But what I'm saying is that just shows it's a different level that Phraktion is aiming for, that personal touch. And I do think, I've worked with a lot of different recruiters. I've had contracts that have come direct where people have known me and then they've introduced me to other people in their network. But that was very different and really, really good. So thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Sheila.